Hey everyone, welcome back to our Java collection tutorial series. In today's video, we'll dive into one of the most classic data structure, that is stack. Stack in Java. We will cover how it works, how to use it, and when to use it. So what is stack? First we must understand what is the meaning of stack. So this also comes under collection. Now how it works, let's understand this. A stack is a linear data structure that follows LIFO principle. What is LIFO? This is last in, first out. Now, think of the plates. Let's say I'm stacking plates. This is my plate number 1. This is my plate number 2. And this is my plate number 3. This is my last plate which I have inserted. So this is last in but first out. It will go last but it will come first. This is how stacks are. So this is my first plate which I have entered. This is second and this is third. But last one will be the first one. So LIFO means last in, first out. Now, in this case, if you want to remove any plate, so first I have to remove this last plate. I will take it out. So last in, but if I have to remove, first this will be removed. Now we'll understand how we will be practically use it and what will be the methods we can use to add the elements in the stack or remove the elements from the stack. So let's jump to the practical implementation of it. Now let's understand how we create stack. So syntax to create stack is first you will be writing stack and then the data type, let's say string, and then you will write name of the stack. So here we have, I'm giving stack as a name, assign new, and again you will write stack. So now see, stack is giving me error. So if you see this, you put your cursor on top of it and it will ask you to import stack java.utility. So guys, of course, this is not the library which is created by you. This is, we have to import them. So we will click on import and see here, this is imported. Now we can perform all the operations on this stack. So operations on the stacks are, first of all, we'll write push. Now, push operation is to add elements in the stack. So, for example, I've told you plate 1, plate 2, plate 3. So, here I can write stack dot push. And here we'll give the option. So, let's say plate 1. So, I'm going to write here plate 1. So, I'll keep on writing the same thing. Let me just copy it. And here I'll write plate 2. And this is my plate 3. So, see, plate 1, plate 2, plate 3. Which element is entered the last? This. So last in, first out. This is entered last. If I have to remove it, this will be removed first. Let's first peek into it. Now the method which we will try to work on will be peek. What is the meaning of peek? Peek will tell you the top element. What is the first element in the stack? So in order to do so, you can simply write stack, which is name of my stack, dot peek. Now, of course, I wish to display this, so I have to enclose it in system.out.println. So here I'll write system.out.println. And see what is the first element. I'll execute this. And the first element which will come out is plate 3. See, last in but first out. Now, how we can remove any element? In order to remove any element, method is pop. Pop is to remove element and it's going to remove the last element. Last in, first out. So last element. So here we'll write stack dot pop. And I'll repeat this line again so that you know again when we'll peek what will be the first element. So I'll put it here. Let's execute it. Now see this. When you executed this line first time when you wrote stack.peek, it shows you plate number 3 because that's the top element. Last in, first out. So this is the top element. Then you popped. So when I popped, it actually removed this element. And now what will be the top element? Plate number 2. So again, when you said, please, I want to see the top element, it will give me plate number 2. So this is how stack works. One thing you always keep in mind that when you are popping, you need to make sure that whether the stack is empty or still have some elements. Because popping means you are removing the elements. But if it is empty, you will get an exception that stack is empty. So in order to avoid that exception, it is very good idea to check whether the stack is empty or not. In order to do so, you can write stack dot is empty. That's a method which you can use. You need to include this also in a system.out.println line. Okay. And it will always give you answer in true or false. If it is true, that means it is empty. If it is false, that means still it has value. And you can pop if you wish to. See, it is false. That means still we have one value in it. Now, best used examples or real-time example of stack is undo, redo, or going back in a browser or going forward in a browser. So that because see going back in a browser, let's say there is a history. First website which you have opened will go into the last. And the last which you will see will be there on top. So if we want to remove it, if you want to remove from the history first 10 values, so it goes like a stack. Same with undo. When you are undoing something, it undoes your last action which you have performed. So last in, first out. So undo, then you redo, removing data from your browsing history. They work on stack because it is last in but first out. So guys, that's very important topic from interview point of view. If you will be able to answer with real time examples, then that's the best answer any interviewer wants to hear. That's all for today's quick dive into stack class in Java. Practice using it in small problems like reversing string or evaluating expression. That's all for today, guys. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for now.